Want to know all my juicy details and answers to your questions? Well, if you're interested in how I created this look, well, you need to stick around. Hey beauties, welcome to my channel. Today I'm serving up some glam makeup and spilling the tea on a juicy Q&A. Hi friends, my name is Halima. I create content on beauty, lifestyle, makeup and vlogging. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time I upload, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Right, now let's get ready for some serious makeup and even more juicy revelations. So before I do anything, I like to prep and prime my skin. So these are the items that I use. I'm absolutely in love with Tatcha. So that is what I use on a daily. Right guys, now let's move on to the foundation. And whilst we start getting our foundation on, I think we should get into the questions as well. I've already added primer to my skin, and so we're just going to go in with my foundation, which is the Fenty Beauty, and I use shade 200. So I'm just going to take a couple of pumps on the back of my hand, and as I apply the makeup, let's get into the first question. You guys actually did not hold back. You never hold back. So that's what I love about you guys. So there's tons of questions. And let's get into it. Okay, so how do I handle the age difference between me and my husband? Right, let me be honest. At the beginning, oh my god, it used to frustrate me that he was like so many years older than me. He's about 7 years older than me, I think. Yeah, and it used to really get on my nerves that, oh my god, this guy is old, and it used to like irritate me so much. But as I've grown up and got on with my life and everything else, and you know, you don't really notice the age difference. You just kind of get on with things. And I like the fact now that he is older than me. He has that level of maturity that I didn't have when we were young. I was 19, and he really helped me grow up. I literally grew up with him, and he's really taken care of me. He really like puts me first in every situation that you can think of. And so now you don't even notice it, and I'm kind of glad I don't notice it, because it's just me and him, and we, alhamdulillah, we take care of each other every way we can, and that's the way it should be. The next question again is about my husband. Why don't we see him on my channel? I kind of answered this in my last video. So basically, my husband is recently, like 2 years ago, he got this job where he, alhamdulillah, he's very settled. He's very, 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 very happy. And he is just busy. Like literally, he'll come home and he just crashes out, and because he's had a long day, it's just a lot of work for him where he is at. And he'll come home, he's just tired. He just wants to just relax, and at that time I don't want to like pressure him and say, oh, can you come and do a video with me? And then on the weekend, he is catching up with the admin, because there is tons of admin with this place and it's never ending. So I am like one of those people who just goes, okay, fine. You know, if you're busy, you're busy. I'm not gonna pressure you into doing something that you don't feel you want to and you're not in the mood for, and stuff like that. And he also has like 2 YouTube channels that he's kind of like working on himself. So he has a lot on his plate, and I mean a lot on his plate, and you don't want to add to that pressure. So I just kind of like let him do his own thing and let him enjoy what he's doing, because I don't want him to stop doing what he's doing, and that's important because he needs to be content in what it is, and he has so much. He's got his own family life, like his mum and everyone else and his brother and sisters, and then he's got my family to contend with. So it's not easy to get that time. And to be honest, I record my videos during the day. So let's move on to the next question. So the next question is, what is the last book I read, or which book am I currently reading? So the last book I read, I'm one of those people, I start books and I don't finish them. So it was one by Jeff Petty, and yeah, it's all to do with teaching, and I'm always someone who wants to like better her teaching, stuff like that, and I started it and I just kind of like read like half of it and that was it. But the one book that I picked up and I have literally not been putting, like I can't put it down, and I love it so much, is this one. It's The 4 Traits of a Cherished Muslimah. It's basically about how you can strengthen your marriage, and it's looking at the traits that us women overlook and how we can support ourselves and support our partners to just take care of us and to strengthen that bond with Allah Ta'ala and to strengthen our bond within our relationship. And I found it to be quite eye-opening, to say the least. And if you're someone who wants to just become a better rounded wife, this is the book. Highly recommend. It's by Sarah Malik, and this is where I'm up to right here, and it's been wonderful. Right, I got sent on a YouTube video this down below, and also it's one of the questions that I get asked is like, why don't I put the clothes on and show you how they look and stuff like that. Well, basically, kind of answered this before, but for my new viewers, what happened was I had this video that I recorded, and within the first hour I got like 1,000 views, literally within like the first 45 minutes or so, and I started to get a lot of subscribers, female subscribers. This video somehow got to one of my cousins' brothers, and my cousin brother must have watched it, I don't know, from his wife, I don't know how it all happened. I created this video in COVID, by the way, and this got back to my husband. My husband was not fuming, he just had a nice little chat, and he said, Halima, stay within these limits. You can buy clothes, you can do whatever, you can do the hauls, you can do whatever you want, but just don't like put them on. And I agreed. I literally agreed. Hence why I rarely post pictures on Instagram as well. I'm more into my reels, if you know what I mean. I prefer reels. So yeah, that's why. And then let's blend. And as I'm blending, let's have a see what the next question is. Right, another common one which kind of links into my husband question is, why don't we see your family or friends on your YouTube channel? Right, so this gets asked a lot. So I would love my family to come on my YouTube channel. I think it'll be amazing. My sisters are the funniest pair of twins you'll ever meet. Literally, they should have their own, if they had their own YouTube channel, literally, like we always say to them, it would have gone viral by now. That's how funny and stupid they are. But I love them for that. I really, really do. They're so funny, but they're quite private. I think we have like, they send like these Snapchat stories sometimes, and it's just them two just having like this full-on blowout. They create like mini vlogs and they send it to us, and it's just hilarious. I'd love for them, but not yet. Their families and husbands and stuff like that want them to be private. And the young kids, I think they have their own YouTube channels, guys. My nephews and nieces have their own YouTube channel, which is absolutely bizarre. So one of my, well, two of my husband's nephews have the Zero Bulb Knowledge podcast, and another one does gaming, and then we've got younger children who have YouTube channels where they just do YouTube shorts, and they get millions, they get loads of views, and I'm just like, wow, you know, that is incredible. Next question, will I ever be moving from my current house? Never say never. Well, we have been on and off looking for like the past 3-4 years. We always come back to this house, and just watch the space is all I will say. Just watch the space. Who knows what's going to happen in the next couple of months, next couple of years. Just watch the space. I think there's a lot to talk about that topic, but right now is not the time. Question is, how are you finding your beauty room? I absolutely love having my own private space where I can just come and literally just get ready whenever I feel like it. Like now, I use it as my own recording space and stuff like that. My husband tends to use the dining area in our living room, in our kitchen diner, and I really prefer like having this space as my space, and I can just get up, get ready, do my own thing, and it's no one's to bother me. However, I have, and I'm not going to say, I have like tons of makeup. The only thing I would say by these IKEA pack straws is if they get too full, they get stuck, and that's what irritates me. It's like, because you have too much, I've got to get rid of stuff or donate stuff or give it to a family member. It's hit and miss. I like having the space, and it's been brilliant. The cupboards, I wish they were deeper, I wish they were bigger, but then I think if they were bigger and deeper, I'd have more stuff. I'd find an excuse to buy more. But like now I have such huge palettes that I can't even put them in my cupboard. I will see what happens in the future. Maybe I might get a dressing room done up properly. So the next question is, how do you manage finances? So how I manage, well, how do we, as in me and my husband, we've kind of split it that I take care of like the food side of things and anything that I want. However, don't think that I don't give money to like all the major things. We have split it that my husband takes care of the major bills, but I will give a certain amount from my wage every month towards it, because it's not fair that he has to pay for everything. And I think it's important as a husband and wife that you share responsibilities on these sort of things. So we do have a joint account, and then we also have our own accounts. So obviously what I want to buy, I buy. So if I want to buy something for a haul, if I want to buy something for me, even when it comes to like a big purchase, for example, a house, a car, some gold, something like that, we both have a say. Say it's like whatever it may be, we both have to come, we make a joint decision on what we want to do about a certain thing, and we've always done it that way. And obviously my husband does have major say in a lot of things, because he is the main breadwinner, and that's how decisions are made. We do a lot of things together, so hence why the discussion is always kind of like, what do you want? You know, how would you do this, or how about this, or what about this way, or what about that way, and do a lot of things. We just take each other's thoughts and feelings into consideration when we're doing something like this. Just applying the RMS Beauty blusher. I absolutely love this. So if you watched my TikTok haul, this is one of the items that I bought from there, and oh my god, it's just beautiful. Right, okay, next question. Which is one country you would love to move to? So if I had to pick a country that I wanted to move to, I would be picking maybe somewhere in the UAE. We actually went through a period where my husband actually applied for a job in Qatar, and at the last minute I just kind of like decided that I didn't want to go ahead with it, and I just kind of got homesick, and so we didn't end up going. And I think it kind of helped my husband in his career as well, because it just worked out in his favour. Next question. How do you and your husband share tasks and chores around the house? I do majority of the stuff. I cook, I clean, I do everything. But my husband, before I was obviously getting this job, he used to have the chore of just hoovering up and doing little bits around the house. Say he needs to fix something, he would fix it, he'd do stuff like that. But since he got this job, he's generally not had the time to do any of that. For me to get him to do something, it can take up to a month, because he sometimes works on Saturdays as well, which is kind of handful for him, and so he just gets tired. Next question. Any plans of moving abroad anytime soon? As I answered before, no, there isn't, but the door is literally wide open, so if the opportunity ever arose, we would actually seriously consider it. Next question is, which one country do you want to visit that is on your bucket list? So one country that I want to visit, oh my god, that is a hard one. To be honest, I'd love to go to Mauritius or Maldives, but my husband's not into it. So, you know, you gotta compromise, like we do with our finances and stuff like that. We have all that compromising shenanigans going on. So I think I will get him to go, but just not right now. Next question. My favourite country to travel to, and what do I love about it? I love traveling to Pakistan. I absolutely love it. I absolutely find going back home so grounding. So it just touches you, because you're going back to your roots, going back to what you're about, everything that is you. So for me, that's really important, is to go back home and just to see where I'm from, what I do, and I just love the shopping experience. Am I going to change my job anytime soon? Never say never. Things are changing within the scope of teaching and everything like that. So it does kind of bother me what's happening and how things have changed ever since I was a trainee to the point that I'm at now. I would think about going to a job which doesn't require much teaching. I'd want to be in the education sector, but looking at maybe other elements of things, such as like curriculum design, stuff like that. So the door is wide open. I'm just going to do my brows and eyeliner off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll finish off this look. Right, so all we've got is our lips left now, and for this I'm just going to quickly put this on and I will be back. We've reached the final step, setting spray. This is now coming to the end of the Q&A. Thank you for all your questions, and I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a bit better. Stay fabulous and look after yourselves. But before you go, don't forget to drop any questions you have for me in the comments below. If you want to see more engaging content like this, Guys, why don't you hit the subscribe button down below and follow me on TikTok and Instagram for regular reels and updates and stuff like that. And until next time, look after yourselves, stay fabulous and take care of your loved ones. Bye!